Yo, this is Terrell, Hall of Fame D-Line, and these are Bully Rants. Good to be back. This one we're going to start off right, just jump into it. The most questions I've gotten about Bully Rants and to explain how I feel lately has been about the Abkc. There's good and there's bad, of course. Shout out to the Abkc and the friends that I do have over there. And I definitely will give you an honest opinion of what I see from the Abkc from start to finish. First of all, you have to, no matter whether you like them or you don't like what's going on there, without the Abkc, there would be no structure for the American Bully. Although there's, disputes on who was the first registry and this and that and the other, as far as actually putting a standard together for the dogs, promoting the shows, making champions, and getting this thing worldwide, there's really actually no denying that the Abkc first-handed and possibly even for a while there single-handedly carried the breed to a whole new level. And you'll never hear me say any different. It was a great experience just to watch everything come together, play a hand in things coming together, and see it develop into the worldwide phenom that it is today. Currently, the good that I see, and like I said, it'll be good and it'll be bad, but just being honest, the good part of it is a lot of that. Went to Nationals last month. The presentation for Nationals was just incredible. We've come a long way from doing dog shows in parks and climbing on roofs, and yeah, they almost got me killed climbing on that roof. But it's come a long way, and it was an amazing thing to see the presentation and the way everything was put together at Nationals. That was a great step as far as how far we've come from being a backyard, the drunkest guy at the show judging the dogs, and that's good. Like I say, seeing them tinker with the standard to make it tighter and better for the dog's health and better for the breed overall is also a good thing. I think, like every business, and we don't want to say it any other way because it is a business, there were different people involved, and I think some of those people have been weeded out and they weren't quite as dedicated. I think you have a dedicated crew now. And I think there are a lot of very positive steps going towards making things better. Now we go to the downside and most people's complaints. And I do agree with a lot of your complaints. From the shows that I've seen, and I've seen quite a few over the last year, judging is very inconsistent. Me personally, and like we say, we cut no corners here. We're going to be real. This is Bully Rants. Just in the champions class alone, I would say at times 2/3 of the champions really would not fit if I was judging, or would not make the cut as far as getting championship points. I think that a lot of times I've seen where this whole thing where they talk about breed type, we'll talk about that on another rant, has gotten in the way of good decision making as far as structure and the overall what the dog is supposed to be. This whole new thing of breed type is weird to me, and like I said, we'll talk about that. But to allow dogs in that has direct flaws to the structure of what the dog is supposed to be and give that dog a first place ribbon has definitely hurt the progression of the breed in a major way. I mean, I've seen a champion class where literally I'm looking at the top lines on the dogs, and 2/3 of these dogs had high rears. You see feet issues, you see movement issues, and this is why another thing that concerns me is the champion class at your show should not be the biggest class by 400%. It shouldn't be. That's a sign that your judges are handing away first place points at a rate that's way too fast. At some point in time, you have to be able to tell people that, look, your dog doesn't make the cut, go back to the drawing board, make something better. And it's, you can't really care about people's feelings on that, because we're here to protect the breed and not protect people's feelings. Second of all, we need more continuity from the judges. because it should not be a situation where one judge takes his discretion to pick a totally different type of dog in the same standard as another dog. I mean, excuse me, as another judge. You know, and you see it quite often that the judges aren't on the same page, and a lot of that has to do with the inability to follow the standard. I've had a judge, and I won't say his name, but some of you were there, and it was funny, arguing with me and telling me about the standard at Nationals, and he didn't know the standard. Because, by the way, well-sprung rib cage is for the American Pit Bull Terrier, sir. And I'll just leave that alone. I'm not going to go into it, but just to have that kind of thing where you have an arrogance and a guy who's preaching to why one dog should have lost and pointing out a flaw that was a non-existent flaw. That is an issue. But like I say, overall, the registry is headed in a good direction, but I think it has to, for one, educate a lot better as to far as what's the standard, how to take care of the dogs, how these dogs are supposed to be and what they're supposed to be, what their roots are, what they're supposed to look like, how, you know, to even train your dog, the presentation of your dog. All of these things need to be stepped up to a higher level for the dog can gain respect. That is directly on the registry. Another thing, and this will be the last thing that I deal with as far as this registry goes, and excuse me, my face keeps itching, but the ban list. I think that the Abkc, out of any registry that I've ever dealt with, has a stronger grounds to pound home a ban list more than any other registry. Any other registry, period. You have breeders who have studs that have 1,500 puppies, 2,000 puppies. You have them that are breeding dogs on their first heat cycle. You have people who have done so many unethical things with these dogs that it's just absolutely ridiculous, and you continuously allow them to be a part of the party. You should protect the people who are coming into this breed on a new level and being introduced to this breed and are going to be the people who carry on the breed. You should protect them from these people who have no morals and have done tons of unethical things. If we are going to move forward in a positive fashion, it starts with the registry policing, and that's what registries do. And this doesn't just include the Abkc. This is RKC, IBKC, EBKC, ABCD, because now there are about 100 of them. But all of them, yes, it's business first. I understand that. Take care of the business, but at the end of the day, do your job and start kicking some people's asses. Certain people should not be allowed around. Certain dogs should be cut out of the fold all the way together. They don't fit the standard. It's hard to respect when you have these things written on your webpage, but you're not enforcing it. You're allowing breeders who do crazy amounts of breedings to still register dogs. You allow guys who've done very unethical things over and over again to stay around and have the ability to register dogs with your registry. I understand that we have nice people running the registry, but maybe you need to hire an asshole like me or something. I don't want the job, but you need to hire an asshole who's not afraid to go in there and say you're going to do the right thing or don't come around, because these people don't deserve to be around you. They don't deserve to be around con artists, liars, paper hangers, dog abusers. You don't deserve to deal with these people. That's what the registry is for. And until that's made a priority, the registry will continue to suffer because of not just the actions of the registry, but people who come to the registries with ulterior motives. So in closing, those are the things that if we talk about improve consistency with your judging, following the standard to a T, stop giving out first place ribbons all the time when dogs don't deserve them, and absolutely clean house on all of these horrible dogs and horrible people who continuously give the registry a black eye, the breed a black eye, and unfortunately new people who are unsuspecting to their salacious tactics a black eye. But in closing, I will say this, that I do believe that the Abkc is good for the breed and has the potential to make a huge impact if things are done correctly. Once again, that's just my opinion. It's not gospel, but hopefully you got something out of that and you can make some calls and keep on pushing people to do the right thing. Thank you. Email me, message me over Facebook or whatever. Anything that you care to hear my opinion about, I really appreciate that you care to hear my opinion. Thanks. Keep it bully. Peace.